Good afternoon, guys. This is a continuation of the 90-day roadmap to success. Today, I want to talk about self-care, relaxation, meditation, why self-care is so important, and what one of my favorite tools to take care of me has become this year. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about why self-care. I was in a conference this weekend. I was really, really surprised. I was in a business conference. It was actually a marketing conference for businesses of all different types. And a key theme to this conference this year was meditation, prayer, mindset, and the subconscious mind. Months ago, I was at a functional medicine conference back in April, and each year the conference has its own theme. There's something that's overwhelmingly popular in that industry every year. It's been keto some years, it's been paleo or ancestral health, it's been the importance of fats. We've seen different things rotate through as underlying themes of what everyone in the industry is working on that year. And this year, again, it was the subliminal mind, the vagus nerve, the gut-brain connection, meditation, working through emotional trauma to have healing effects on the physical. So I was really surprised when I went to this completely related to health in any way conference this weekend about marketing your business, advertising, building your brand, and it had the same underlying theme. And that tells me that people in the world are understanding the importance of self-care, the importance of meditation, the importance of the gut-brain connection, the importance of the emotional damage that causes physical repercussions. And so it all just came together, and the world has a funny way of doing that. And I think that we put a lot of emphasis on achievement, on action, on doing things. And we forget very often that there is none of us to do those things. And I talk about this in my classes as well. If we aren't taking care of us. So you can take care of everyone else. You can take care of your business. You can take care of your family. You can take care of your coworkers, your colleagues, your friends. But if you don't take care of you first, that has to be the most important thing that you do, then there's not going to be any of you to go back and take care of them. And I always tell people that taking care of you is the most selfless thing you can do. We've been programmed to think that it's selfish to set aside time for ourselves, to do things to pamper ourselves or take care of ourselves or spend quality time alone with ourselves. And somehow we think that that's lazy, it's selfish, it's not productive, when in fact it's actually the opposite. It is the most productive thing we can do because it recharges our batteries. It allows us to have clarity, focus, and concentration in other areas of our life. And not taking care of you is the most detrimental thing you could ever do to you and to others around you. It's so important that we take care of ourselves. So prioritizing self-care is not accidentally part of the 90-day roadmap to success. It's very, very intentionally the most important thing you can do every day. And that's why we make it a daily exercise, because we want you to get into the habit of understanding that taking care of you is the most important thing that you can do for all the other things that you want to accomplish, whether it's physical, whether it's health related, whether it's weight loss, whether it's productivity at work, whether it's a financial goal. It all of it starts with self-care. And so it's really important that you understand that. What was interesting about this conference that I was at was they were talking about manifesting goals. They were talking about the link between meditation, prayer, affirmations, and accomplishing your physical goals, weight loss, better sleep, and your business goals, more productivity, higher outcome, higher output, higher incomes, in terms of financial goals. So there is this understanding now, it's no longer a secret, that taking care of you leads to higher output in every area of your life, from relationships to health, from business to finance. It doesn't matter what it is, how you take care of you is going to determine how much success you have. So I found a tool for me that I absolutely love. I actually took it with me to this conference because I knew I was going to be away for several days, and I wanted to make sure that this stayed part of my routine. I use it every morning and every night, and I do commit about 20 to 25 minutes each time. But the programs that it runs are as short as 12 minutes and as long as an hour. So depending on how much time you have, depends on how much time you devote to it. A lot of people do it once a day. I have committed for this 90 days to do it twice a day for me. And that thing is called the Brain Tap. And if you've been on my Linktree or you've been in our affiliate links down in our private client group, we have under the guides and units, we have all of the products that I personally like to use, or that other leaders in Bedrock that you've dealt with, their favorite products, right? And this is hands down one of the most amazing things I have ever found in my entire life. Whether you want better sleep, whether you have a particular goal you're trying to accomplish, whether you are recovering from a traumatic event or some type of emotional trauma, it doesn't matter what it is. This thing is the bomb, literally. So, what is it? Well, it's this funny looking headset. It has a little visor that goes over your eyes, and the headset goes over your ears. I would normally not have my glasses on. Okay. When you turn it on, the ears, actually, it might be charged. Let's see. Nah, battery's dead. It figures. I might have to charge it. But there, you'll see little red and blue lights in the ears. And then when you actually start a program, those red and blue lights will come on in the visor as well. You keep your eyes closed. You just relax. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it does and why it's so amazing. It runs off of an app. I have the app. You can put the app on 2 devices. So I have the app on my iPad. I have the app on my phone. So no matter where I am, or whether I'm traveling or whatnot, the Brain Tap goes with me. And it has become a part of my daily routine, a very important part of my daily routine. And I think with anything, the one thing I do want to say is with anything that you do, the most important thing is consistency. Nothing's going to work if you do it once or twice. Nothing's going to work if you do it for a month or 2 months or 3 months and then give it up. This 90-day program is designed to set you up with routines that will last for the rest of your life. Because once you have good habits in place and good systems in place and good routines in place, things start to function better. And it's that consistency that leads to overall success everywhere. Okay. So being consistent with it, when I first got it from April to September was difficult. I didn't prioritize it. I wasn't using it twice a day like I wanted to. I actually had told myself I was going to use it 3 times a day. And I don't even think I made it one day doing it 3 times a day. But right now, using it twice a day as part of my wake up and go to sleep routine has actually been really wonderful. So what is it and how does it work and why do I think it's so wonderful? Well, we often talk about meditation in terms of self-care. Slowing down, getting inside your brain, letting the subconscious mind flourish and quieting the conscious mind. If you've ever heard me use this phrase, because I use it all the time, and most of the time my clients get really angry and hate when I say it because they think it's just fluff, but it is probably one of the key pieces of advice that I give that I think a lot of times people don't understand right away is to fire your brain, hire your heart, and trust your gut. And what I mean by that is the conscious part of your brain that does the self-talk is generally a liar. It is the accumulation of things you have been told or believed about yourself that holds you back. The subconscious mind, on the flip side of that, is the part of your brain that is the key to unlocking opportunity. Endless, bountiful opportunity with no limits. And we quiet or hush or lock up the subconscious mind with those negative personal beliefs. And so we literally have to just get rid of those things that we say to ourselves that are simply untrue. So that's why I want you to fire your brain. What I mean by that is I want you to fire the part of your brain that continues to regurgitate to you things about you that are not actually true. You are not the sum of the things that have happened to you. You are not the sum of the things that people have said about you or the curses that have been spoken over you. You are far, far more than that. And so that's what I mean by firing your brain. When I talk about hiring your heart, what I really mean is capturing the soul. Understanding what your purpose and passion are and tuning into that instead of that part of your brain that tries to talk you out of those things. So I am really actually talking about, and I point to the back of my head like that's not how it works, but I'm talking about the subconscious mind, what really you are capable of achieving. And then trusting your gut, because remember that your gut, although we call it your second brain, your gut is actually the primary signaler, I guess I would say, for how your brain functions. So all of your organ function comes from that microbiome in your gut. Your gut is, in my opinion, more important than your brain. It's telling every part of your body what to do. So your gut and that subconscious are really the keys to tackling everything you want to tackle in life. And that part of your brain that regurgitates those negative messages is the part you have to learn to disassociate yourself from. And that's where meditation comes in. And so when you really learn, I think people are intimidated by meditation, right? They think, I don't know how to meditate. I can't quiet my mind. All I do is sit here and think. And I don't know what I'm doing when I meditate. And my advice to people is just start. Because the more you do it, the better at it you get. And the idea is not to not think at all, to have space and silence. It is to quiet that conscious part of your mind and tap into the subconscious part of your mind. That's what we're doing in meditation. And so I think we have this incorrect assumption of what we should be doing when we're meditating. And there is no right or wrong way to meditate. It's just a matter of becoming comfortable with being quiet, being alone with yourself, and spending that time still and in the present moment, not in the future, not in the past. So get rid of your preconceived notions of what meditation is. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because the part of this conference where we were talking about meditation and manifesting your goals in terms of business came from that. And people who meditate for consistently over years are most likely to be millionaires, are most likely to have optimal health, are most likely to be stress-free, right? They're tapping into the part of them that is innately designed to have the best possible life. And they're eliminating that focus on the past and my mistakes or the future and what I'm chasing. And they're truly living in the present, which allows them to be extremely joyful. And so that is the takeaway for all of us, is that should be our goal, is to be present in this moment, never in our past and never in our future, living right now, completely, fully, and like I've said before, intentionally. So there was a speaker unrelated to business, actually talking about his research in this arena, And he used the example of people who had cancer, who had terminal illnesses, who had long chronic diseases they had been fighting with no medical outcome, who took to constructive visualization and meditation and healed themselves in very short periods of time. And I 100% believe that that is where the key lies. If you want to lose weight, if you want to get healthy, you have got to incorporate this self-care and meditation into everything else that you're doing. Because when you're not taking care of yourself and you're stressed, that cortisol is inflaming you and fueling the disease. And so if there's one thing I want you to walk away from this 90 days with, it's that, yes, I need to eat correctly. Yes, I need to be fully nourished and nutrition is important. Yes, I need to move. Yes, I need to sleep. But I also have to take care of myself and prioritize meditation in order to have the health outcome that I want to have, or the weight loss outcome that I want to have, or the relationships that I want to have. Everything hinges on all of these things coming together. It's not one or the other. But I tell you, if you spend some time focusing on self-care, the other things are going to come together much more quickly. So anyway, back to the brain tap. So I talked about creative visualization. So creative visualization is you thinking about what you want the end result to be and living in it as though it were now. So I want to be a millionaire. I'm thinking about the things I would buy and where I would live and where I would travel and what my life would look like if I was a millionaire. Same is true with health. I want to be a size 6. I'm going to imagine the clothes I'm going to buy, what it's going to feel like shopping, me trying those clothes on, going to the beach in a bikini, right? That's creative visualization. You need to do that every day of your life. Think about what you want as if it were right now. Feel it, smell it, see it, believe it, say it out loud, all of those things. That's a form of meditation. So what the brain tap does is bring out your best brain and get into that subconscious faster for you through guided meditation, through guided visualization based on what your goals are. So it's going to do several things. It's going to reduce your stress. It's going to regulate your breathing. You're going to notice that it helps you control your weight. You're going to have more energy. You're going to sleep better. When you are working or awake and doing things, you're going to have more clarity of thought. You're going to have more focus and concentration, and you're going to have higher output. It improves brain fog. It improves low energy and fatigue. It improves your health immediately. It improves anxiety, stress, depression, all of those things. There are 5 forms of brain waves. Beta waves are when you're awake and active. Gamma waves are when you are at your peak concentration, when you're truly, truly focused and all the synapses are firing, as we say. Alpha waves are when you're relaxed, intuitive, and creative. So when you're sitting around, maybe if you do something that is creative, like painting, drawing, singing, your brain goes into alpha wave status. When you are sleeping in deep sleep in REM and recovering, that's a delta wave. And when you are healing your body, you're in theta waves. So that's the deepest form of relaxation, is when the brain moves to theta. And that's where we actually can heal disease with our mind and with where our biology becomes completely in tune with our subconscious, and we actually can cause our body to heal itself, to lose weight, to recover, and to learn new things. So the goal of the brain tap is to move you into theta so that whatever it is you want to accomplish and whatever it is you are focusing on in thought, in that creative visualization, you make happen faster. Okay. When you use it, you put the headset on, you set up, there's something like 200,000 programs that are already recorded, and they're adding them all the time. I constantly get updates on my app that say new things have been uploaded. There are 3 forms of sound frequency that connect to the brain, or that allow us to tap into the brain in the subconscious. There is tonal therapy. The machine uses tonal therapy, guided visualization, and holographic music. So you will notice there's the voice of the person who's doing the guided meditation, and sometimes that's a single voice, and sometimes it's a dual voice where one will come in each ear. There is tonal therapy, which is basically binaural beats. And then there is music, and the tone of the music and the changes in the music are frequency therapy for you in terms of the sound waves. In addition to that, it uses the lights as a frequency therapy, and those lights then go through the eardrum and through the eyelids. You keep your eyes closed, and also are tapping into that, moving the brain from the conscious to the subconscious, or through from alpha to delta to theta. Okay. And so this is why I love it, and this is why I use it, and I have noticed a huge change in myself, and the more consistent I am with it, the more I see that happen. And so I actually upgraded my package so that my kids could use it, and I'm using it for my son in terms of baseball, and my youngest daughter in terms of volleyball, all my kids in terms of recovery, lowering anxiety, getting them to be more positive thinkers. All of that. Every person in my family benefits from having this. Now, we do have an affiliate link in Bedrock Nation. Like I said, under the guides section. If you go to the BrainTap website and you buy your own, it is $647 for the headset. And then there is a subscription to the app, an annual subscription to the app. If you use our the affiliate link, you get $100 off. So the headset is $547 instead of $647. And if anybody has any questions about the BrainTap or about other things you can do for self-care, please ask questions in the comments, talk to us, because I really, really think that focusing and prioritizing on self-care and meditation is going to change everything about the way your body functions and how quickly you accomplish your goals. I hope that you guys have a phenomenal day. I can't wait to talk to you again.